Well, October 29th is a big day, and as a former big cat myself, National Cat Day is exciting for me. And here to share tips on how to take better care of your fur babies is Hannah Shaw, aka the Kitten Lady. Hannah, welcome to the show. First, I gotta know, how did you get the nickname the Kitten Lady?
Thanks so much for having me. Well, I'm called the Kitten Lady because I specialize in the tiniest felines. So I work with kittens from 0 to 2 months old who are preparing for adoption, like little Sprout here, who's climbing.
Sprout's looking good. Sprout's looking good, and kittens are the best. Everyone loves cats when they're kittens. But when you bring them home, let's talk a little bit about people back at home who are going to bring one home to the family. What's the best way to introduce a kitten to the family?
Yeah, so one tip I have is always for kittens, if you consider adopting in pairs. I love adopting out kittens in pairs because they do really well when they have a friend. Even if you have another cat at home, it can help them transition into the house nicely. So Sprout will actually be adopted with her sister Blossom. But if you're adopting a solo kitten or 2 kittens and you have other pets at home, acclimating them slowly is a really good idea. I always recommend giving them a nice home base with lots of toys, soft bedding, a place that they can really feel comfortable at first, and then they can start to explore the house and meet other animals from there over the coming weeks.
What about, I see some stuff next to you there, I see a little cat box and then the toys and things like that, but what about like a starter kit that people should have at home ready if they're going to bring one of these little fur babies back?
Yeah, so certainly toys. You know, cats are little micro panthers. They are natural predators, so you want to encourage those great behaviors by giving them lots of fun toys. I love, feather toys that you can use like this to help them chase. I love, any kinds of balls, things that make sounds. They love hunting. But it's also a really good idea to have some things like a scratching post. Cats, we want them to be encouraging those clawing behaviors, but doing it somewhere other than our couch. So I love, this is really funny because it's shaped like a couch, but we want to encourage them to claw appropriately, giving them, hiding spaces, anything that can encourage them to get high up. Cats love having that extra vertical space. That can be really good also for, transitioning them into a place where there's another animal so that they can get away, observe from high up. Lots of different things that you want to have when you bring them home. I also recommend something called a litter genie. This is an awesome thing that helps you keep your house smelling really good. It is a place that you can just scoop the litter right into here so that you don't have to deal with that cat litter smell at all.
No, that's probably the biggest drawback of having cats is the smell of litter. So if you can fix that, that's great. A litter genie, I love that. One of the other things, cats and animals, before they're spayed or neutered, obviously they tend to have a little bit more, energy and stuff. And so what age do you think is best for a kitten to get spayed or neutered?
Yeah, so, it used to be that vets thought that you had to wait until a kitten was 6 months old, and now we know that that is not the case at all. Now vets are spaying and neutering at 2 months and 2 pounds. So you can see Sprout here is actually, she just had her spay this week. She's got her little incision that she's healing from. And two months is a great time because that's the time that most kittens are adopted. It's really a good idea to get them spayed before they're adopted so that you're not risking any accidental pregnancies, and they actually recover much more quickly and have less complications when they are a little bit younger. So Sprout here just was spayed. She's right at adoption age, and she will be getting adopted next week. Very
cool. All great information. One last thing. Have you seen the YouTube video? I've watched it for years. Kittens inspired by kittens, and it's a little girl reading a book.
I love kittens inspired by kittens.
Oh, it's the best.
I always make that joke because of the little piece where she goes, I'm her mom. No, she's not. That's totally me with my babies.
Google it, folks. You got to check this out. It's on YouTube. But where can everybody go to get all the information about this, Hannah?
Yeah, so my website is kittenlady.org. I have lots of information about how to raise kittens and how to acclimate them to your home on my website. And if you're interested in the litter genie, just check out littergenie.com.
All right, thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye, Sprout. Good stuff.
Makes me want a kitten.
We'd like to thank Litter Genie for making that segment possible, and that wraps it up for today.